boyfriend has a Neuralink. I know that there are 3 people, I think it's 3 on record, who have the Neuralink because it's not publicly available. But he has got to be in some top secret beta testing group. We were just on a road trip, and he must have blacked out and forgot that I was sitting next to him in the car, because not on a call, nothing like that, he starts doing stuff like this. It went on for a while, and finally I just was like, you got a Neuralink? And I thought that he would think it was funny, but instead he got really defensive. Why would you say that? Like, bad acting. So, I don't know. He drives a Tesla. There's something going on. I'm not a dummy. I feel like I'm in an episode of Black Mirror, to be honest with you.
It's the dictionary that the lawyers use, and it has legal definitions of words in it. And when you use it to look up words, you find out really interesting stuff. Person. The word person. The definition of person is a corporate fiction. Black's Law also tells us that the only person known to Canadian law is the corporation. And that's interesting. Human is another interesting word. It appears nowhere in the Bible, but you look up the definition of human in Black's Law, and it says sea monster. And so you flip to monster, and you look up the definition for monster, and it says one that cannot own or inherit property. Now, all governments have human resource departments, and all corporations have human resource departments. Isn't that interesting? Job is another interesting definition. Job is defined as public business for private dishonest gain, is the definition of job. And then we look at employ, the root word of employment, right? Well, employ is 2 words basically, E-M, which means for. Employ is deceit. So employ is for deceit. Employment, it's for deceit. And job is official, that's it. Job is official public business for private dishonest gain. Now, where are we going with all these definitions? Because they sound kind of bad to me. Those words, now that I know what they really mean, those words don't sound good. They sound bad to me.
Okay, this one's a weird one. Trigger warning for some of you. There's a TikTok account called Wiggins World. Family sold all their possessions, moved off grid to the deserts of Arizona, and they found something out in the desert. I'm just gonna let the video roll. Let me know what you guys think about this, and have you guys ever come across something like this? Pretty scary. Take a look.
Well, now I'm recording right to TikTok because shit is getting real now. So we're off north of our property a little bit, and we were looking for places that naturally hold water, and we found this little pond that's north of an arroyo, and this thing is filled with kids' backpacks.
Filled with backpacks.
And there's a mound here, and
there's a bunch of signs
there's more
of
backpacks.
Wildlife activity,
if you dig down,
it's
there's backpacks. There's little kids' backpacks here.
Don't be too loud.
There are kids' fucking backpacks here. I'm armed, but we found a place out in the middle of the desert north of our property, that has bones and boots and
all sorts of shit.
Kids' backpacks. Yeah. This is getting really, really weird. You smell that?
What?
Something smells like sweet.
No.
Like it smells like laundry detergent. Do you smell that? And there's like...
Well, you know it smells that like sweet like that out in places like out here.
So we just hit a point where we found like our 5th backpack or bag after finding that boot. And yeah, we're done. We're gonna head back to the property. Gonna have to contact somebody about this because one of our neighbors was really, really interested when we found bones on our property. And that guy's been really, really against us having social media. So I think it's... Sorry, we're kind of in shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to figure this out, but we just found a bunch of backpacks and like personal belongings.
Or something, because we're gonna have to look at this later, but like...
Primates have 46 chromosomes, and all primates have 48. All primates on Earth.
I didn't know that.
Every single primate has 48 chromosomes. It has to do with packages of DNA, basically. What they found within the human Homo sapiens sapien was that there was something within our DNA where parts of it had been like altered. Yeah, I'm like serious. And what they call those alterations and those things that scientists don't know, they call it junk DNA. That's what scientists call it, because when they compared every other comparable thing on Earth genetically, they found this small little area within our genetics that doesn't match anything on the planet. But here's the thing that's weird. Not only take the chromosome thing for a minute, which is very, very strange, because how something like a splicing of a DNA or altering could happen naturally, I've seen no anthropologist or scientist that can explain that. We're not strong anymore at all. Neanderthals and Denisovians were unbelievably strong.
Right.
The way that we have genetic diseases and the way our bone structure is and everything, it's like it was designed in a way to function for a different reason. To not be living off the land. To function as something with like a greater purpose.
Yes.
This is a total game changer. A man in Chicago has figured out a way to turn plastic waste into usable fuel.
The world's first ever handmade continuous microwave pyrolysis reactor to convert plastic waste. Mixed, sorted, clean, dirty, whatever. Take that plastic waste out the ocean, out the landfills, out the waste stream, and turn it into fuel. $0 a gallon.
Julian Brown, known online as Nature Lab, isn't your average inventor. At just 21, he pioneered a method to convert plastic waste into usable fuel right from his backyard. He uses a technique called microwave pyrolysis. Julian heats plastic waste in the absence of oxygen, breaking it down into fuel components like diesel and gasoline. The process also yields carbon black as the only byproduct, and it's a valuable byproduct. But innovation isn't without its risks. Julian faced a severe explosion that left him hospitalized with second-degree burns. Later, he discovered that his car's lug nuts had been tampered with.
A few days ago, 2 days ago, all 10 of my lug nuts on my front wheels were loosened completely. And one of my wheels almost flew off going 70 miles per hour on the interstate.
This nearly caused a fatal accident right after his first accident. And he doesn't think this is a coincidence. He thinks this is a little fishy.
This is where the explosion happened. And take a look at how high that fire got. I was point blank.
Undeterred, Julian is now working on a solar-powered version of his reactor.
I'm back, just like I never left.
He's hoping that this thing's going to change the game. All plastic waste can just be placed into one of these machines and out comes usable fuel. Plastic waste will actually become valuable because plastic is made out of these petroleum products in the first place. With over 3.4 billion plastic items discarded daily, Julian's invention could be a game changer in our fight against pollution. His vision is a world where plastic waste fuels our lives, not our landfills. In Julian's own words, he states, "I'm not just building machines, I'm building a future where waste becomes wealth. Join me on this journey. So go over there and follow him, because I think it's just absolutely amazing. And his journey, his videos are amazing, showing off these incredible machines that he's building. And I think this is the kind of thing we should be supporting wholeheartedly.
Earthquake alert 7 point for megaquake. This is an indication of more to come. Prepare for earthquakes. If this 7.4 would have hit at New Madrid this morning, it would have been devastating. Be ready for anything. Look at this closely. And, as always, hold onto asses.
And I tell you, we were having the biggest shift tomorrow. This just happened a few hours ago, already today, a massive timeline shift. Kendra and I are about to do a bunch of client messages here, and then we were just thinking, like, we feel different. Today has felt so freaking different already. Some of y'all have no idea what's coming tomorrow. And it's crazy too, because I've already seen people change. I've seen people change like that.
They are telling us what's happening.
Like this under wraps. I mean, just think about it, okay? First, the stock market would go. Then, the economy, boom! The dollar, boom! And then pandemonium in the streets. War, genocide, boom, boom, boom!
Bullshit. Nobody could keep that big a secret, Charlie. Somebody blow the whistle.
And every once in a while, some poor little sucker tries. Well, like these guys. Boom! Boom! Every one of these guys, dead, dead, dead!
Whoa. That's Professor Myers.
He ran the Atlantis shuttle program. Why, did you know him?
Yeah, he helped me out with research on my book.
Oh, well, that must have been before his accident.
Myers is dead.
Oh, yeah, 2 months ago, he was one of my most avid listeners, and he had it all figured out. Everything the government was doing, where and why. He even sent me a map.
A map for what, Charlie? What's the map for?
They're building spaceships, man.
A TikTok user by the name of Jackson the City was in Sunny Isle Beach in Miami, Florida, when all of a sudden he noticed a very strange phenomenon in the horizon. What looks like a huge city, the only problem is there is no city visible from Sunny Isle Beach, so what the heck is going on here? Check this out.
So I'm on a pier, I'm in Miami, near Sunny Isles. I see some weird shit. I want somebody to help me. So I'm gonna show you some comparisons, right? That's a yacht right there, you can see. That's a sailboat right there, that you can see. Scan over here real quick. That is a cargo ship right there that you can see. Somebody on a jet ski. What the fuck is that? A come out here all the time. I know what cargo ships look like. That's one right there. This one seems like it's further out behind it. It looks like a fucking city. What is that shit?
Interesting facts you didn't know about the human body. You tend to blink your eyes about 20 times a minute, which equals 10 million times a year. While your height stops growing after one hits puberty, your ears and nose are constantly lengthening, and gravity is to blame for this phenomenon. Humans develop fingertips from the time they were embryos, only 3 months after they are conceived. This means that just after the first trimester, the baby has fully developed fingertips. Humans can glow in the dark, however, they are too weak for the human eye to detect. The acid that's generated in your stomach, aka the stomach acid, is so strong that it can even dissolve metal, so it can even burn your skin. The human body is made of 1 trillion cells, and if there is a mutation in any of the cells, it can uncontrollably come together to form cancer. And when each cell is divided so many times, with each one having almost 30,000 genes, there are chances that you might have fought cancer at one point.
Somebody explained this.
Go to October in the year 1582. Just wait. Did they skip 11 doys, Doc, or was it a glitch in the dot matrix?
Here are 5 scary scientific facts. 1. The sun will eventually kill all life on Earth. In about 1 billion years, the sun will become so hot that Earth's oceans will boil away, making the planet uninhabitable. Eventually, the sun will expand into a red giant, swallowing Mercury and Venus and possibly Earth before shrinking into a white dwarf. While this is far in the future, it's a reminder that no planet lasts forever. 2. The universe is constantly trying to kill us. Earth is constantly bombarded by space debris, and large asteroids have the potential to cause mass extinctions. Plus, cosmic radiation and gamma ray bursts from distant stars could wipe out life instantly if we were in their path. 3. Brain parasites can control behavior. The parasite Toxoplasma gondii, found in cat feces, can infect humans and may influence behavior, increasing risk-taking and even contributing to mental disorders like schizophrenia. It's estimated that billions of people worldwide are infected. 4. There's a doomsday glacier melting fast. The Thwaites Glacier in Antarctica, known as the Doomsday Glacier, is melting rapidly. If it collapses, it could trigger massive sea level rise, flooding coastal cities worldwide. 5. Microplastics are in our blood and organs. Scientists have found microplastics in human lungs, blood, and even the placenta of unborn babies. The long-term health effects are still unknown, but these tiny plastic particles could be causing inflammation, toxicity, and even altering human DNA. Want more terrifying science facts?